Travel in Tyler style. This is a video I've been wanting to do for a long time. I am in Georgetown, DC. When I started my channel, I had certain places that I really wanted to do a video of, and Georgetown just happens to be one of them. The plan for the day is to just wander. I have no plan. I'm just gonna start on one end. I'm gonna cruise up and down M Street. Same thing with Wisconsin Ave. And then from there, I don't really know where else I'm gonna go. But I'm definitely gonna go to as many bars as I can, try several different restaurants, and then just kind of get a feel for it a little bit and try to give you an idea of what Georgetown, DC is really like. This is more Pennsylvania meets M Street. M Street's probably the most common part of Georgetown. That's the downtown area. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start here on this end and work our way to the other end and see what it's all about.
Before it was called Georgetown, it was called Tobacco Port, because that's what it was. It was a tobacco inspection port back in the mid-1700s. Then it's just evolved over time. But it has that historic feeling. The cobblestone streets. Georgetown University goes back to the 1700s as well. It's one of the oldest colleges. And there's just so many restaurants. There's great upscale restaurants everywhere. Any type of food you want. There's also tons of bars. It's one of these places that if you know about Georgetown, you respect it. But a lot of people just don't know how great it is. I come here every year. I go out of my way to see Georgetown. I like to spend a day here. I'll start around 10 a.m. and go till 10 o'clock at night. Just wandering without a plan, which is what I'm doing today. It's really safe, really clean. That's what makes it so great.
This is where Wisconsin Ave and M Street meet. This is the main intersection of Georgetown. Georgetown's the most historical neighborhood in DC. It's the oldest. So that's why we're going to be looking at it today.
Continuing on down M Street. I'm just going to walk from one end to the other. This is Clyde's. Very well-known restaurant. It's great. Now we're continuing on. Yeah, there's so much shopping. If you like to shop, Georgetown's a great place. This is Key Memorial Park. I think that's what it's called. Named in honor of Francis Scott Key, wrote the Star-Spangled Banner. I actually knew someone that was related to Francis Scott Key. But yeah, this is just a remarkable place. I spent the next day in Alexandria, in Old Town. And Alexandria is very similar and also incredible. Washington, D.C. as a whole has so many different parts of it that make it unique and cool, as well as Virginia. This whole part of the United States is probably my favorite place to be. Now I'm back on the corner of M Street in Wisconsin. Gonna start heading up Wisconsin Ave next.
Now I'm on Wisconsin Ave. I went from one end to the other of M Street. Now I'm going to do the same thing on Wisconsin Ave.
Back in the early 1800s, Wisconsin Ave was actually used as a toll road to take tobacco products from Georgetown over to Frederick and back. Look how much it's changed for the better since then. That's the thing with my channel. You watch this, you'll learn a lot of things that will help you absolutely in no way in life. But in case you're in some sort of trivia game, and the question is, what street brought tobacco product between Georgetown and Frederick, you'll know. So maybe you can get something out of that. You know how they say location, location, location when you're looking to buy a place? There's no better place than right here on Wisconsin Ave. It's the best zip code you could have. At least in my opinion. It's just one of those areas that if you visit or spend any time here, you'll fully understand why it's considered so great. There are so many good restaurants in Washington, D.C., and in Georgetown in particular, it's really hard to make a decision. But for some reason, I always end up at Los Cuates. I'm a sucker for some Mexican food. It's really good here, too. I had the chicken enchiladas. But I can't have too big of a lunch because I have big dinner plans. But that is a really good place if you're in the mood for some Mexican food. Now I'm on my way towards the waterfront. The waterfront is also a really cool area, so we're going to go check that out. The waterfront has amazing river cruises, water taxis, waterfront restaurants. It has this trail that runs around it where you could go for a jog or a bike ride. Or if you're me, just a really slow stroll. But how beautiful is this? It's another underrated area. I actually been to Georgetown probably 10 or 15 times and had never made my way down to the waterfront till now. Not sure what I was doing. But now I know. Definitely a cool spot. It's weird because everybody's just really fit here. It's hard to explain. Like everybody looks like either they're on their way to a gym or on the way home from a gym. Incredible view.
I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to go to Georgetown University. It's like a half mile away or so. And I'm going to walk around pretending I'm a college student. Now, I went to 8 years of college, almost got a degree, so I should be able to fit in. Though, I'm probably going to be the only 42-year-old walking around campus. I want to try to see how the food is. I might try to get into the cafeteria. We'll see how this goes. I have no idea. I'm on campus at Georgetown University. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here. I mean, it's not like I have to go to class or something. I'm just wandering around. So ridiculous. Trying to find the cafeteria. But you know, the thing is, people aren't really looking at me funny, so I must blend in. Maybe I look young for my age. I don't know what it is. Or maybe they think I'm a student teacher or something along those lines. Either way, I'm going to keep walking around and seeing what this college has to offer. Now I'm in the intercultural center, I guess it's called. I'm going to take a look around. If you're considering sending your son or daughter to Georgetown, reach out to me. I can give some solid feedback at this point. Good facilities.
Like I was about to say something about it.
I'm not even really sure what this area accomplishes. Looks like a hangout area. All right, I've seen enough of the intercultural center. Now I'm gonna keep on moving. I have things to accomplish here. I'm in college. You know, one of my biggest regrets in life was being a really bad college student. I think I finished right around 2.0 GPA, something like that. And I look around here, and all these people are like really dedicated college students, and I respect that. I really do. My whole goal was to stay eligible for baseball. I never would have got into Georgetown. I feel like I should sit down in class, grab a piece of paper and a pencil, and pretend like I'm actually a part of the class, making up for lost time. Maybe take a test. That'd be kind of cool. We'll see how it goes. It would have to be, I don't know, something geography related. I think I could do pretty well on a geography test. But if it's math, if I accidentally stumble into a math class, whew, I'm screwed. This is a really nice campus. This has every indication that it's very expensive. It really does. I have no idea. The only thing I can imagine is that coming to Georgetown costs a fortune for somebody. My main goal right now is to go to class. I want to try to find a class that I can go into that maybe I can learn something. I don't have any paper, I don't have a pen, I don't have any books, but if I walk in confidently and sit down like I'm a student, I pretend like I'm learning, who are they to say I'm not a student? You know what I mean? Because if I'm learning, I'm a student, even if I'm not enrolled. So I guess my mission is to figure out what class I'm going to go to. I mean, I have no idea what would make the most sense, but maybe I'll take a really hard class, like trigonometry. I'm not even sure if that's a thing, but I'd like to see how I can do in trigonometry. Is trigonometry a thing?
Georgetown is a private Jesuit college. It was founded in 1789. It has a 12% acceptance rate. Based on my math, that's just a little over half. This is the cafeteria. It's solid. Better than the cafeterias at the community colleges I went to.
I'm not sure if that was the main cafeteria. It seemed kind of small. They had hamburgers, chicken strips, all the things that college students like. Quite frankly, those are the types of things I like as well. So hypothetically, if I was going to school here, that's the kind of cafeteria I would hang out in. Okay. I still have not accomplished the goal of going to class. So I got to make this happen. I wasn't able to make it to class. It was like 5:30 on a Tuesday. I wasn't able to figure out the night class schedule. And unfortunately, it just didn't work out. But that's okay. It's kind of ridiculous anyway. So now I'm heading back into Georgetown. Gonna find a bar. Want to have some food. Just a little disappointed in myself. I really was in the mood to learn tonight. But unfortunately, gonna have to table that for another day. I'm on my way to Filomena's. Filomena's is an Italian restaurant in Georgetown. And I know it's good because I know several Italians that are like, yeah, that place is good. And the one thing with Italians is if it's not good, they will tell you it's not good. For an Italian to sign off on a place, then it has to be legit. So Filomena's is as good as it gets. The portions are ridiculous. You're gonna bring a lot of food home. It's not really the kind of place you go to by yourself, but tonight I'm by myself. What are you gonna do? So we're gonna order way too much. We're gonna have a great time going to Philomena's. Here we go.
Philomena's has been around for over 30 years. It really is a staple in the Georgetown community. Everybody knows about it. We're coming up on Halloween. That's why they have these decorations up. If you come here though, make a reservation. I tried just walking in by myself and it still was over an hour before I could get in. It's always really crowded and busy. I had a seafood pasta. It was amazing. If you're looking for Italian food, you're in the Georgetown area, Philomena's is definitely the spot.
There's nowhere better. I'm in Georgetown. Philomena's was amazing. All up and down M Street, Wisconsin Ave, traveling Tyler style. Subscribe to my channel. I got a lot of videos coming. I'm out.